and welcome to another Bodgit and Leggit video. We have a 2008 Toyota Avensis. This is the 2-litre D4D, and we've got a whistle. Hopefully you can hear it, and we're going to see what we can do about it. So if I accelerate and shut up, hopefully you'll be able to hear the whistle. Hopefully you can hear that. It's a whistle as I'm accelerating, so I think it's got something to do with the turbo. Hopefully it's not the turbo. I'm hoping it's just maybe a leak somewhere in the system. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put it on the smoke machine and see if we can see any leaks. Okay, so I've set up my smoke machine. I've got a monster smoke machine. It's awesome. Absolutely love it. My third smoke machine now, and this is the best one I've had yet. Anyway, so it's been on for a couple of minutes. I've blocked the exhaust. Now, I'm not going to be able to completely block the exhaust. I've just shoved a couple of rags up there. It'll kind of help. So we're never going to get this ball to come all the way down because the air will escape through the rags. But it should give us enough pressure in the system to see. So I'm just going to let everything build up first and see if we can see any leaks. Hopefully there's a leak because that'll make it easier. If not, we're going to have to maybe look at the turbo. Maybe look at the fan belt. Is it something coming from the fan belt? I doubt it, but you just never know. So let's just wait and see. I'll turn the camera back on after a few minutes. Monster. Hissing you can hear is my airline connection into the smoke machine. That's not hissing somewhere here. That's my fault. It's my dodgy connections. I need to replace them. But that's not going to stop us. But that's what the noise is. If you're going to get a smoke machine, or if you've already got one, I would suggest you getting a bladder, one of them extendable bladders. I haven't got one, but I need to get one because they're just so much better. I don't particularly like these. Granted, in some cars you can connect in a different way, but the bladder that kind of blows up internally in it and think it is the way to go, I think. I just don't particularly like these plasticky cone thingies. Right, I must admit, I thought I would just quickly plug the smoke machine on. After a few minutes, see a leak somewhere in the intercooler. That's what I kind of thought, but no, this has been on long enough. There is no signs of any smoke escaping. We know we definitely got enough pressure. You can see. But I cannot see any sign of smoke escaping, so that tells us that our system is okay. That's a good thing about a smoke machine. So at least we know one thing, that our intercool system on our pipes are okay. There's no leaks. Even a small leak, it will show up. So I'm going to go to the turbo next, but the problem is there's a 90-degree on the turbo, as you can see there, a metal pipe or a cast pipe. I can't take the rubber pipe off to actually feel the bearings to see if they're collapsed or anything. Now I don't think they are. If the turbo is going, it's just on its way out because there's plenty of power, but that still doesn't mean it's not actually making that kind of noise. So what we're going to do is we're going to I'll just start that up again and I'll just see, but then I'm going to start the engine and see if I can hear anything coming from the turbo. Any whistles or rattles or anything inside. I'm going to get a big bar and just put my ear next to it. See, I got my big lever bar and I'm just going to put that in the turbo and I'm just going to put my ear next to it because this has got the metal all the way through, and I'm going to see if I can hear anything. It would be better if I could get someone here to rev it up, but I'm on my own so I can't do that. And if that all sounds good, I'm going to just disconnect the fan belt to make sure there's nothing squealing on the fan belt side, which is a possibility, but I don't think so in this case. I think we've maybe got an issue with the turbo. Just in case you're in any doubt, is there enough pressure and stuff getting to here? As you can see, absolutely loads, and there's no sign of a leak. Right, unfortunately I can't really hear anything as I do that. It all sounds the same. I'm going to start it now. I've got a couple of ideas. I'm going to start it now, rev it, let you hear the noise, and we'll see what we can do. So let's just start this up. whistling there. Hopefully it's coming through on camera. Just gonna take off that pipe. Now, let's see if the noise gets louder. So there we go, a lot louder. So we do have a slight whistle in the turbo, but is it because the turbo is damaged, or is it, which is another possibility, a carbon build-up and maybe not allowing the wastegate to close properly, or seal properly should I say. Like I said, the car seems to drive all right. So what I might do is we'll leave this as a cliffhanger, and in part 2 what I'll do is we will put it on the carbon cleaner machine and we will see if that does any good. Now if it's not a build-up, it won't. It's just a shame I can't really get to test the bearing of the turbo, because this is just, I can't get my hand in. It's just the way the turbo is designed, unfortunately. So we will first need to put the scan tool in and we'll see if we get an actual boost. Hopefully there is a desired boost on this and an actual boost. If not, we'll just go off the actual boost, we'll give it a carbon clean and we'll see if it's boosting anymore after that. So this is part 1. So that goes to show you, wherever it is, the beauty of having a smoke machine, because with the smoke machine we could clearly see that we didn't have any holes in our system, because otherwise you'd just be thinking you've got a hole in your system. So with the smoke machine we've cleared that up, that we haven't got any holes in our systems. We've definitely got an issue with the turbo. This engine has been changed in this car. I don't think the turbo has. I'm not sure what happened to the original engine. Did the turbo damage the original engine? Did the engine damage the turbo? I don't know. We'll see in part 2. So look, hope it helps. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Don't forget, check out my Instagram, Patreon and Facebook, but most importantly don't forget, get your hands dirty. See you for the next one. Sorted.